This is Poncho's grocery store coming up here on the left. They have one out here on the west side. They have another one on the east side in Riberas. I like the deli counter. I buy my Costco ice cream here, and the vegetables are always fresh. Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today. This is the deli counter. Great selection of cheese. I love the roast beef and the hard salami here. They have a great cheese selection over in another case behind me. You buy eggs by the kilo, not by the dozen. What does that say? 53 pesos per kilo. I did a running commentary here as I toured the store for you. Just wanted to give you an idea of what was available here on the north shore of Lake Chapala, but I had to shut the commentary down because of the recorded music being played. I don't want to get a copyright strike on my YouTube channel. So I'm doing a voiceover. Maybe I'll put some of my own YouTube music in here as some background. I actually often get comments thanking me for not putting loud, annoying music in my videos. The prices here are expensive if you're getting name brand stuff that they have to pay an import duty on. The Mexican products about the same price as anywhere else in town. Down here at the end of the aisle on the wall, you can see Costco products. That's paper towels and toilet paper. I haven't checked here, but at the other East Side store, when they opened up a few years ago, I checked, and they were charging an extra 30 pesos per product over what you would get if you drove up into Guadalajara to Costco. Well worth it to me. Takes a lot of gas money to drive to Costco. There's a very good selection of frozen meat and fish. That was tuna that we saw there first. The round steak right there, I thought it was probably going to be expensive, and some of it is very expensive. But I checked that round steak the other day. It was $7 a pound, and it looked like just fine. A lot of different cuts of meat. There's some ducks. Yeah, whatever your palate desires. Wine selection. I think I said before, we get our Costco ice cream there. This is at home in my freezer. Kirkland Vanilla. We're addicted to it. It's the best ice cream ever. I didn't film it in the store because I had to set my camera down to get it out of the freezer case with two hands, but they got a bunch. Salmon, some other fish, tequila, beer. Oh, that grab to go counter. I got a piece of cheesecake out of there. It was 65 pesos. That's $3.42 US dollars. It was big slice with caramel on top and pecans, and Lynn and I split it for dessert. Really good. I hope you enjoyed my trip to Poncho's grocery store. And I want to tell you why I like it so much. If you're new to the channel, you may not have figured out that Lynn and I have lived on the north shore of Lake Chapala in Ajijic, Jalisco, Mexico for over 20 years. We first came here in 2001 and bought a house in 2004. So it's 21 years that we've called it our principal residence. We sometimes refer to ourselves as being pre-Walmart or even pre-Soriana. Soriana is a big box grocery store in Chapala, and of course you know what Walmart is. But when we first came here, shopping was a whole different thing. The weekly street market was when and where we got vegetables, and that was an important thing. There was a store called Super Lake, and it's still here. And at the time, we used to refer to it as Super Thief because a can of Campbell's soup that said chicken noodle soup on it, and they had to pay an import fee, and it could be like $5. But right there on the shelf below it would be chicken noodle soup in Spanish. What is that? Talares con pollo. And it would be like $1.50. Because the import duties raised the price of everything, and people would complain and call it super thief. But I always had a kind of a different attitude towards that. I appreciated being able to get some products that we really liked. I didn't go for the chicken noodle soup. Even then, I could look up the Spanish and know what to buy. But it was an opportunity to get some things. One of the things was when you mix up ranch dressing. What was Hidden Valley ranch dressing, the packets of the powder that you would mix up. And that was one of the things that we used to talk about we would splurge on because we came from the United States and it's what we always used at home in Portland, Oregon, and we just liked it. But it was, I don't remember the prices, but it was like 2 or 3 times the price you would have paid for it in the United States. But so anyway, we did a lot of shopping at corner markets and small abarrotes and the tiendas and the tianguis and the street markets. And then they built Soriana, and then after that Walmart, and things started to change with regard to shopping habits and the availability of products here in Mexico on the north shore of Lake Chapala. Ponchos came along on the east side it's probably been about 5 years ago, and a couple of years ago they started the one here on the west side that we toured today. It amuses me when people will say, I wouldn't go shopping there because it's gringo prices. And the reason it amuses me is because when I go out there, most of the people I see shopping there are not immigrants like us from the United States or Canada. They're Mexicans. The reason it amuses me is because it indicates that there's an assumption that Mexicans can't afford to shop there. And certainly there are many, many Mexicans who cannot. I don't know. I haven't asked them, but I think probably my maid and my gardener do not shop at Poncho's. But there are many, many more Mexicans that are much better heeled, much more able to afford to shop there than we immigrants who moved here because the cost of living was less. Anyway, as I said, it amuses me if somebody calls it gringo prices. And the prices for the Mexican stuff that's in there, like if you get a jar of casera salsa, it's not any different than in most other places in town that you would buy it, like Walmart or whatever. But if you need to have, I like Mount Olive pickles. And I don't remember the exact price because I really don't pay attention to it, but it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 pesos, which is like $15, $16 for a jar. And if I buy one every several months because I like that pickle to make my tuna fish salad with, then it fits into my budget okay. Obviously, if you have a budget, you need to shop and get the best deals you can on the stuff that you buy regularly, like fruits and vegetables and meat. But for things like that, I just appreciate being able to find it a couple of miles from my house. Anyway, don't tell me there's gringo prices at Poncho's. You will make me laugh. What else is going on today? Here, check this out. This is a plum tree. It's a strange plum tree. It gets the plums before it gets any leaves this time of year. It drops the leaves in the fall. Plums come this time of year, spring, and then the leaves after the plums drop off. But we're taking a picture of it today because in the last 24 hours, the plums have turned from green to red in that short a time. Here they're starting to fall on the ground. Oh, it's messy. These aren't very good to eat. Oops. Seed's pretty big. The possums, the skunks, the rats, they love this time of year. See there? That's a nice one. I'm gonna have to go wash my hand after this. They're really juicy. I don't eat them off the ground. I do pick a few occasionally. Are you calling me, Lynn?
Yeah.
What?
The plums.
Where are the plums? The tree, it's full of them. Let me show you some here on the ground.
Is there a bite out of it?
This one has a bird peck on it. Yeah, right there. But if we want to eat some, we'll go up on the roof and get some. Are you biting it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you biting it right where the bird did?
No.
Huh?
Uh-uh.
We picked some good ones off of the tree. So I'm going to cut this in half. Well, I'm going to cut it to the seed so we can see what's in there. There's the seed. So, you want to try it? Take the seed part and just suck on it. This part. Don't swallow the seed.
Do or don't?
Don't.
I thought you said do, and I did.
No, you didn't. So, how's that taste? They're good, aren't they? Spit the seed out here. I'm worried you're going to choke. Come on. I'm going to eat the skin part here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. A memory. From being down at the creek, and we say creek where I come from, not creek, never mind. Being down at the creek in Mission, South Dakota, there were wild plum trees. The bitterness of the skin and the sweetness of the inside, I could be standing down there at the creek, being 10 years old, eating off the tree. Yesterday, actually, it's the video you saw last week, I looked at these and said, oh, they're going to bloom. And look, it's the next morning. They did bloom. Even more of these bloomed. But what I want to show you is a before and after. Yesterday afternoon, look how many leaves there are to right now. The leaf cutter ants. Remember I was talking about I got some of the dead leaves off of this and I got a few more? The leaf cutter ants last night got to it. It's 10:30 in the morning and it's 73 degrees. It's a little overcast, but still bright. I don't know if you remember, but I had to pressure wash this wall because of all of the bat guano, Marcialagos. I've hung up these foil strips, and since then, I had to wash the wall again before I did it. No more bat shit. Oh, excuse me. Marcialavo guano. Oh, wait, what's that? Is that some? No, that's a piece of something else. Anyway, loving the cooler weather. Glad to be home in Mexico. Let's sit down here by my favorite rooster and have a chat. I brought him out here in the sunshine so you could see him better. And why is he my favorite rooster? Because he never crows. I was thinking this morning as I was watching the news, how lucky I am to live in a place with weather like this. You know, for all of the 20-some years we've been here, the conversation has always been, well, is it really less expensive to live in Mexico? And did you move here for the cost of living? But I think there's going to be a new phenomena. As I watch the news every morning, millions of people in the United States are under tornado warnings and flood warnings, and not just warnings, terrible damage. Seems like living in the middle of the United States in the last few months has been like playing Russian roulette. My prediction is that we're going to start seeing climate refugees here on the north shore of Lake Chapala. And that's okay. Come on down, the weather's great. We do feel so fortunate to have two different lifestyles. When we're up in Arizona or somewhere else in the United States in our RV, we absolutely love that lifestyle. A little bit of traveling. It's 3 steps to the bathroom in the middle of the night instead of across the house. We really love RV life, but coming home to Mexico, we are so glad to be here. Hey, thanks for being here with me today. Hey, if you like me, give me one of those thumbs up. And please subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when I post next. Please share me with your friends on social media. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed what was on my mind today.